I've come to share with you how I made these tags with the pockets. I shared them on Instagram last night and Facebook groups, so I thought I would do a quick tutorial on how I made these. They're so quick and easy. I have used images from Artie Maze's Floral Tag Set 1, and I will link that below. So I'm going to use this one to make my next pocket. So that's what I made last night. So I've used used my scraps to back the pockets, but the images, the main images, are from Artie Maze. And then there's this one. So let's get cracking. Let's see if I can get this done in quick time. So have my image. Still got to do some inking. I'm going to use that rather than using one of the tickets because I don't have one of them printed out at the moment. I'm going to use this vintage label here, and again that's from Artie Maze. I've got my tag. This is the base of my pocket, and it measures 3 3/4 by 7.5, I believe. Yep, there's a tiny little bit that didn't come off there. I have to straighten that up. There we go. Now for the pocket at the bottom, that measures 4 3/4 by 3 inches, and I've scored it. I can't get the scoreboard out just now because of it'll just be chaotic. I have scored it at, putting this side up at the top, I've scored it at 1/2 inch, and then I have scored it at 4 1/4 inch, and then I turned it around and I scored at 2 inches. So all the way around you have 1/2 inch, and this is going to be your folds. So I'm going to start with making the pocket. So I would fold them over. You can burnish them with a bond folder if you like. I'm just going to do this I'm just going to notch out a little bit in each corner. I never just cut up the lines because obviously it creates bulk, and that's how that would look. I'm going to use my tab punch here, not to cut out a tab, but to punch a little bit of a thumb pull here, because my circle punch is all stiff and doesn't work. So that is that. I've pulled out, obviously I've got my tag, I've pulled out some scraps, and I have cut the pieces that I'm going to use on here, cut them out to size. So I don't, as the pocket's going to cover down there, I don't need to go all the way down the bottom. But what I am going to do is ink around the edges. Just like that, and also do around here. Gosh, I hope I'm in frame. And because I'm not going to be covering right up to like around the edges on this, I'm just going to go over so that there is a good bit of it inked up. Then I'm going to ink this. I could have done all this off camera, but hey ho. For this piece here, I am just going to get my decorative scissors, and I'm just going to cut, and what do we think, probably about there. I just do a lot of eyeballing when I'm doing these kind of things, so I would want that there, and I would just take about that much off and ink up around there. Each one of the tags that I made yesterday, they were all just various different scraps for doing all the backings with. Just using up my scraps. Might have to do this in two parts because I don't want, oh, it's a nightmare putting it onto a computer and uploading it via the computer. It can take hours, and I really don't have the time to be sitting there waiting. So it might be 2 parts if it goes over 15 minutes. Sorry, I just had to clean that up. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edges. Yeah, I know this would they get all sticky. I tried to make sure that it wasn't all clogged up before I started the video, but it seems it was just kind of having me on. It was like, well, we'll squirt a little bit out and pretend that we're not all gunked up. Yeah, it is a little bit gunked up because I did forget to put the lid on it last night. It's my own fault. Here we go. Right, so I am just going to eyeball that because I can't get my head right over the top of it. It may not be exactly straight. There we go. Then I'm going to do this little piece. And then pop that onto there. And I've got my glue gun on because I'm going to hot glue my ticket and my butterfly. Right, this needs inking up as well. And I'm actually thinking whether to put a butterfly on that one or not, because that's quite nice there. Let me see if that would. No, I'm going to put them both on. It was just that yesterday I only had 3 of the little tickets in my scraps to put on the pockets, the ones that say Journey, Journey, Create and Imagine. So I'm just going to put that on at an angle. I've already punched my butterfly out, and I use this butterfly punch which I got from Hobbycraft a few years ago, and it was on sale for, I think it was like £5. Might have been less, can't remember, but I know it was cheap. So I'm just going to put a little blob of glue. I kind of am a little bit out of frame here. A little bit of glue on there. If you use wet glue, it just takes ages to dry. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. And then that just pops on there like that. I always put these 2 sides down and put this one over the top, so that when you're tucking things in, that's not there and that's not there, and it's not like catching on there. I learned that little trick a few years ago from someone else. I can't remember who it was, but it was many moons ago. So just hold that down for a few seconds and then glue around. I need to wipe my side again, it's getting really dirty. And then just pop that on there. Just press it down. So that's the pocket made. Let me see how long I've been yakking away here. 8 minutes. Whoopsie. Now for the tag. So I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling just around the edge, because obviously you're going to cover the middle part up, so there's no point in wasting your ink, right? And then I'm just going to go around the edge. I don't know if I've done that on the other ones. Yes, I did. Just go around the edge to blend it in. And let me find, so I've got these scrap pieces that I've just pulled out and a book page, and this was from some ephemera, so I know I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that on the back there, and I'm just going to cut with my decorative scissors again, just to give it like a tatty edge. I could rip it, but that's just going to take ages, so see, just to know how much take off because I don't want it. Where should we go? We'll go about here. So just thinking up around the edges here. I might take a little bit more off of that actually. And I need some cheesecloth, and I have some here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop a bit off there, chop a bit off there, because when I glue it down I'm just going to tuck it behind, so I'm not going to waste loads and put loads on the back of it that you're actually not going to see. You want to make sure there's quite a lot at the top and the bottom and around the sides so that it kind of sticks. You can like sew these on if you want, but I'm just not in a position to for the setup for all that. So whoops, just going to pop that there and then just stick that down and then pop that bit under there and push it down. Just like that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video and come back and show you the other part in a part 2.